Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Grab a cold one, crank up the volume, and join the show. Welcome to NBNR Live. Here we go.
It's no block, no rock.
Go big red indeed. No block, no rock. Episode 254 coming at you from the Sinovation studio in Omaha, Nebraska. Fellas, this is the point where we go around and talk about the drinks we're drinking. Here's the thing. I'm drinking coffee right now because I'm a freak, first of all.
It's 6 p.m.
I know.
Psycho.
It's still warm from this morning or afternoon. But I was at Vala's today.
Oh.
And I had a few of those ciders. And I'm just kind of over drinking alcoholic beverages for the rest of the evening.
Do you even consider those alcoholic beverages, though? Because it's just like, it's like apple juice with a splash of whatever they put in there.
Hey, they're boozy, man. They're boozy.
Yeah. Okay.
You can get some big ones there.
Listen, I was walking around. The dust is flying around. It's kind of, I wasn't mumbling and stumbling by any means, but those work. Those work.
Did you buy some pumpkins?
I didn't. I got, you know what I got?
Cookies.
Maybe.
Oh, I bet you got
See,
cookies.
here's the thing.
Those cookies are good. I'll
Dude,
give them that.
Those cookies are fire. You'd be proud of me, I think. I actually bought some apples, some legitimate apples.
Wow.
Because I'm trying. Look, dude, I
Yeah.
have such a huge sweet tooth, and this is the worst time of year, man. These last 3 months, October, November, December, it's just can't, like at school, it's candy. I eat candy for lunch. Seriously, it's bad. So I bought apples.
And you bought the ciders, like with your own money.
Made from apples.
Yeah.
Made from apples.
Yeah.
Well, he's like the cheapest guy in the world. So, and those ciders are like $12 a pop.
They
So,
ain't cheap.
Yeah, they're expensive.
I know. I'm aware.
Anyways, let's talk about what we're drinking. Because
Who are you? Are we going to you or I feel like I got to get used to this setup here because it's usually Mike over here.
Yeah.
But I got to go over here.
just start with Connor and we'll work our way
Okay.
around.
Okay. Well, if we're starting with me, I don't know if this is the right time to do it. But it does feel like we're gonna have to talk about it eventually.
Yeah, and we can do like the short version today.
Yeah.
And as time goes on, we can talk a little bit more about it as we know more. But
Yeah, if you guys have followed us for a while now, you've known that Nebraska Brewing Company has been like the premier sponsor of the show for
3.5 years.
3.5 years.
Yeah, almost 4 years.
This coming Sunday is the last day of Nebraska Brewing Company, which is
Very
really
sad.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. And wearing both hats, the NBNR and the NBC side, I've been very fortunate to not only help that sponsorship become a thing, but for us to be able to make the show happen because of it. So we will still have NBC beer in the fridges.
Yeah.
Coming up. This isn't the last day we're drinking them, but there is no Pilsner left.
Yeah. So your Pilsner is gone.
Yeah, it is.
Unfortunately.
So today I am drinking the Ale Storm Blonde Ale in solidarity with the Omaha Storm Chasers. That's who we make the beer for. We've been partners with them since 2013. It's been a great partnership, just like NBNR and NBC.
Yeah. Well,
So-
I'm also drinking the Hailstorm.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
Look at
So,
that.
yeah, I mean that the partnership has been fantastic with Nebraska Brewing Company, and hopefully someday, maybe the world's aligned and Nebraska Brewing Company is back making all the beer for us. But until then, we're going to continue to drink all that beer that's in that fridge and whatever's left that they're going to give us. So, definitely a world-class organization, but like by far. So, turn it over to our special guest, Mikey Daniel.
Hey, Mikey Daniel.
Welcome to No Block, No Rock.
Man, we've been working on this for a while now.
Yeah, I know. Like it's been like a year almost,
Yeah.
and we're just kind of going back and forth on the Instagram, and it's nice to finally get you in here. And it's kind of a good time to get you in here because it's not a light news day by any means.
Yeah.
So there's plenty to talk about.
Yeah.
But before we get into all the fun Husker stuff and all the reason that people are here to watch us, tell us a little bit about the beer you're drinking. You're drinking Squeeze the Day. How is it?
Squeeze the Day, man. I don't know anything about it. It's a wheat ale. Yeah, got some lemon in there.
Yeah.
Mike, you just gave it to me, and I'm telling you, I'm a fan. Right?
It's good.
Nebraska Brewing Company. I didn't know that they were done. That's
Yeah.
kind of heartbreaking.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
breaking news to me. Right. So thanks for that. You
That's
just
what we're
blew
here
my
to do.
mind.
Break news.
Yeah, right. Well, breaking news, but I wasn't expecting that one. So I don't know. I highly recommend it if you ever see it out.
Yeah, just get in the tap room before Sunday.
Yeah.
And-
or on Sunday.
Or on Sunday and drink them out of beer.
Squeeze the Day.
Squeeze the Day.
There you go.
All right. KB, what you got over there?
I'm drinking the last EOS Hefeweizen in the fridge,
I didn't take
Yeah.
that one on
and
purpose.
that'll
you.
bring a tear to your eye about. So I hope there's at least like a stockpile of EOS.
I was actually going to say, as you said, the last EOS in the fridge, I have some horrible news for you.
That is the last one.
That is the last EOS can that I'm aware of.
Last.
Wow. Well, I will enjoy every sip of this for
Save
that
it.
reason.
Wow. Now I feel like I should have stole that one. I saved it for you.
Yeah.
But it's fine. You know what? I think we have to do this last time. World class.
in every glass.
All right.
Hopefully you got the camera onto them in time.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, you introduced Mikey Daniel. Thank you again.
Yeah, thank you guys.
So Nebraska, you guys, we're ranked. We
Wow.
are ranked. We're 5-1, guys. Is how okay?
Yeah. So okay. Yeah. So I mean, like 5-1, and with that brings some interesting news.
you know, it's just it's always
to get right into it.
Yeah.
So
it's always some BS, man.
I want to start with the ranking because I am both surprised and angry.
Yeah.
I'm surprised because I thought coming out of the Maryland game that we would be leading the others receiving votes category. I don't feel like the way we played against Maryland really netted us a top 25 ranking.
I disagree.
Meh. We all disagree.
A
I
lot of
disagree.
people do. A
Yeah.
lot of people do. That's the surprise for me. The anger stems from who's ranked at 24.
Yeah.
I mean, we're ranked ahead of
Anger.
Michigan right now, and we lost to Michigan. So that's not
Yeah.
really how rankings work.
Sure, but like we beat Cincinnati at what was allegedly a neutral site.
Neutral.
Allegedly.
Neutral.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can't say it was totally a neutral site. That was mostly Nebraska fans. But we have a head-to-head. We have this record.
Right.
We beat them.
It doesn't matter right now.
And
It don't matter. You're over.
Yeah, you're overthinking
hold on.
it.
No, it upsets me a little bit, but like if you're a Husker fan that is a little upset about it, like me, does 25 to 24 mean all that much to you?
No.
No.
Not really. It's mostly like a moral thing for me.
Well, Connor,
Like,
here's the thing.
we should be at 24.
Here's the beautiful part of this is I wanted to bring up the ranking to make the larger point that, you know, things seem to be going well, right? We're kind of on a little bit of a roll here. But now, of course, we get this curveball distraction thrown at us. Just when things seem to be going our way, you know, the team is coming through in the fourth quarter.
What, is there something going on?
You know, well, okay. I'm glad you asked. Hold on. Beep, 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 beep. Whoever wants to pick up, I don't care. Who's picking up?
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
hey, hi. Hi, Matt. This is Mama calling. Mama calling.
No.
Who's Mama? Who's calling? Who's calling our coach right now? Who's Mama?
I think it's Pat. Isn't it? Is Pat? His mom's name Pat? But his mom lives in Omaha, so that's kind of weird that she'd be calling.
Why is Matt
She's-
Rule's mom's last name Kraft?
That's
Yeah,
weird.
is that a Pennsylvania area code?
All right. I think it
Address
obviously,
it.
Elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Obviously, Matt Rhule is rumored to be taking the Penn State job, but he did meet with the media today. And I think
he's rumored to be
rumored
targeted.
to be targeted. There you go.
Yeah, thank you.
But I think we should go around the room and let's just start off by just saying, if you think Matt Rhule is going to take the Penn State job, maybe let's just start there, and then we talk about the reasons why we think he will or won't take the Penn State job.
So are these one-word answers to start?
Yeah, let's just start with like the easy one, like yes, no, and then we'll go in and collect the yeses and the nos, and then we'll have a little conversation about it.
Okay.
What do you think, KB? We'll start with you.
Yeah, I say he does not take
Okay.
the Penn State.
We have
job.
a no there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say he does not.
Okay.
Wanting is a different question, but is he going to take it?
Is he going
Or-
to get? Is he going
is
to
he
get
going to-
offered?
Do you think it was
God dang! So you can't ask
Well,
a
so
question like this.
that's a different question. Offering and accepting are two different questions.
I'm just gonna say no. I'll say no.
I'm gonna tread lightly on this one, and I'm not gonna say yes or no, but I will tell you this. This is what if it's me, right? I played at South Dakota State, so go Jackrabbits.
Heck yeah.
One of the
Sure.
best programs in the country, regardless of division, doesn't matter. Like we win. If I'm coaching, for example, this is me. This doesn't have anything to do with Matt Rhule. Doesn't have to do with Nebraska, and Penn State. I don't care, right? If I'm coaching at North Dakota State, and South Dakota State calls me and says, "Hey, we want you to be the head coach," I'm taking it because that's home.
It's home.
It's home.
Yep.
It doesn't matter, right? Any of that none of it else matters. Home is home, and that's like, where are you from?
Right here.
And you haven't left
No.
because it's home.
Yes.
Right? People value home. Now, again, I'm not going to say whether I think he's going to take it or he doesn't, but I'm saying for me, if North Dakota State and I'm the head coach there and South Dakota State calls me, I'm going. So I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
That's fair.
Okay. So that is a walk around the answer of probably, right? Yeah. Well,
I
That's
think
me.
it's.
Hey,
I
hey.
think it's exactly what you said.
He would
Like,
take it if it was him in his shoes.
Right.
Yes.
Yep.
Mikey's answer is well. Mike, what's your answer?
I wrote an article yesterday of 5 reasons why he will not take it. So I will stand on that. I could see the route of him taking it, but I'm going to say no, he will not. I don't think he'll be offered the job. I don't think he's qualified for the job, in my opinion. I'm not saying he's a bad coach or anything. I just think that they're looking for the best of the best, the elite of the elite. And I don't think Matt Rhule has cemented himself as an elite coach in college football yet because he hasn't ever stayed longer than 3 to 4 years anywhere. So he's been a program builder, and he's been really good at that.
So who's elite right now in your
I think guys that won a national championship. So I'd probably go in the realm of we'll just start with Urban.
Sure.
We'll start with Kirby Smart. We've got Dabo. We've got even Jimbo Fisher. And
Guys
Jimbo, huh?
You've got
Yeah.
one guy on that list
And then-
that I think is like a real
and then
candidate.
Ryan Day. But like Ryan Day's obviously not leaving either. So.
You get one guy on that list.
And then
that-
Kurt Signetti is pretty. I mean, he's working his way into this elite category because of what he's done in such a short amount of time.
Hard to
Won a
argue
championship
against.
at James Madison.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot to address here in a very short amount of time. Kurt Signetti's not leaving Indiana. I feel like right now Kurt Signetti feels like Penn State is a downgrade. He's number 3 in the country at this moment, and that is going to continue to net big recruiting classes. And Kurt Signetti, what he's done at Indiana is phenomenal. It's an anomaly, really. But to address Matt Rhule, he's going to get offered. I believe he will be the first phone call. I do believe he will be offered that job. I don't think he's going to take it.
Okay.
I don't believe he will. I think Kurt Signetti will be the second call, and I think he won't take it. I think a sleeper for this Penn State job is Dabo Swinney. I think Clemson's done with him. His culture, I think, for a very long time was really good. He has struggled with NIL. I think that was kind of like this personal thing for him, that he didn't really love that kind of thing. I don't know if the Penn State offense, as we've known it for so long, being RBU, which is what they have been, really fits what he's trying to do. Like, he's had a lot of great quarterbacks there that have been pretty mobile and slinging the ball around. But I just, like, a lot of these these coaches, that we're talking about that are high on this list, I don't know. If it's not Matt Rhule, I don't know who you go to except for Dabo.
There's going to be a lot of coaches that are lying
Mike,
for that.
Again,
Mike,
this carousel is going to be wide open.
Let me-
It's going to be a big carousel this year.
there's so many jobs going to be open. It's going to be unprecedented, I think. And Mike, I think just to piggyback off you, how do you go from James Franklin, who's won a lot,
He's like a better version of Bo Pelini.
and you're going to go to like Matt Rhule's going to be your first call? I find that hard to believe, because I think you're right, Mike. I don't think Rhule is up at the upper echelon.
And relationships do matter, though. Like if Matt Rhule were to take that job,
yes,
it's all about who you know. It's not what you know. It's not what you've done. One of his best friends is Pat Kraft. So if I'll put the other cap on too, like if Penn State were to hire Matt Rhule, there's a couple reasons why, and it starts with Pat Kraft. Like,
so am I crazy to say that like Matt Rhule, he does build up players and he builds a culture.
Yeah.
And over the last several years, maybe the last two, Penn State under James Franklin has lost that culture. Who is a guy that can come in and rebuild a winning culture? He's done it at Temple. He's done it at Baylor. He's currently, hopefully, doing it at Nebraska. We're not crazy to say that Matt Rhule is high on this list because of that and that alone.
Like winning culture, like I mean, they were one game away from the national championship last year. Like
last year,
they have winning. They are the definition of winning culture.
But they were number 2 preseason, and they've lost their last 3 straight. This most recent game in Northwestern, the one prior to UCLA. These are games that Penn State should not be losing.
Right.
That does not come out of a winning culture. This is a losing culture at Penn State right now, and James Franklin is absolutely at the heart of it. So you're looking at a guy that can inspire people. When we had our former head coach, Scott, and the previous coach, Mike Riley, those were not really winning cultures. We did have 2016 under Mike Riley where we start the season 7-0, get ranked number 7, but that didn't last. Penn State right now does not have a winning culture. You're looking at a guy who's going to be inspiring, that's going to recruit well, which we've seen Matt Rhule do year in and year out. You're crazy to think Matt Rhule is not getting a phone call and not getting an offer.
100%. You're hitting it right on the head, man. And you too, you kind of alluded to when you said friendships. This business and life itself is all about who you know.
Yeah.
I don't care who's the most qualified, because if that was the case, like there are so many jobs out there that went to a buddy, a friend.
Oh yeah.
Now Matt is like, I played for Coach Rhule in Carolina and then worked on his staff, and he's elite. He is prophetically gifted in the way he's able to command a room. He is so talented in recruiting. There's like 3 guys that are up tier 1 recruiting, Matt Rhule being one of them, Dan Jackson, who's at South Dakota State, and then like Saban, but I don't think Saban really was. I think he just was getting to the dollars before the rest of the people. And then he got forced out because he got buried by everyone else being able to pay. Right. But in terms of his recruiting and ability, like he's getting guys into Lincoln, Nebraska, right? It's Lincoln. It's not special, bro. Like it's a phenomenal college field, a college like atmosphere. It's 1A. But it's still Lincoln. So if
like
I'm a
where
guy
you want to live,
exactly,
right.
right.
Like as like a living
Omaha
place.
is it's a little better, right? But that's if I'm a recruit and I fly into Omaha and I got to drive the 45 minutes to Omaha or to Lincoln, and I'm looking at the nothing, right? Whereas I'm going to Miami and I'm seeing that I'm going to
the beach,
UCLA, wherever, it doesn't matter. He's still dominating, right? He got Dylan Raiola to come here. And that's high. I think that we're now overlooking that because he had a couple of bad off weeks, and people are like, "Oh yeah, bench this kid, put in TJ."
Yeah, people are dumb.
Like,
I think that's
right, bro. That's why I tell these people, it's like, hey, stay here. You got to stay here at all times, right? Because, and this is what I'm big on, and I'm preaching to Emmett right now. I said, you're the greatest thing on turf this week, right? The next week they'll hate you again. So you have to stay here. You can never be too high and never get too low. If you do, this world will chew you up and it'll spit you out.
Right.
Rhule has found a way to come into a place that hasn't won in a long time. The fact that we're 5-1 and people are like, like that's crazy. When was the last time we've been here?
I mean, last year we were 5-1.
But who was that?
Yeah, it was Matt Rhule.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So again, right, and that was a true freshman quarterback. He wasn't ready for it. He's still developing. They also made a change at the OC. They made a change in the receiver room. He's revamped the offense. It looks significantly different. The defense is here and there, right? Like we lost a lot, but the fact that they're 5-1, truthfully, probably could have been 6-0. Like it's right there.
A lot of people say that. Like, go into a little bit about like, how do you feel about the Michigan game? Like, because some people like you're not the first person I've heard say like we could have beat Michigan. What part of that game do you think Nebraska had a chance to win the game? Because like to me, as someone who was in the stands, like watching the game, like I feel like we got physically dominated in that football game.
We did.
And I think Michigan, the lack of like with Sharon Moore not being there, I think it was a benefit for them. And with Sharon Moore there, like I think the creative play calling goes away. And I don't know. I just don't think that Michigan was like I think they manhandled us in my opinion. Like we're lucky that it was only a three-point game.
It starts in the front, right? They marched down the field like they was walking on water. It was too easy.
Yeah.
We go for it on 4th down. We didn't convert, right? That's a big swing in that game, right? That's points that we left off the board, whether that's 7 or 3, right? It's still points that we lost. So that, not only that, it just completely swings that game, right? You start off and you go down the field, you march down on Michigan and you score right away. That's showing them, hey, we're for real. Now, truthfully, the reason I think that Nebraska lost that game is because they saw the M, right? The brand is everything. And Michigan is still have a lot of those guys from that national championship team.
Yeah.
They know how to win, right? So Nebraska, they needed that loss, and that'll propel them to win later in the season, right? They needed to see like, hey, we're in this fight. We can really be about this. Get over the idea that that's an M on the other side of that helmet, and you're going to be okay.
Okay.
People used to feel that way about the skinny red end too. Ooh,
Right.
Yeah.
shoot.
Yeah.
And it's getting back there.
I think, obviously not to that level. It's not fair to expect that level of fear, especially with college football being the way it is. Connor, us being ranked 25th, every team except Ohio State and Indiana, the exact same. Every team's the same. Every team has weaknesses. The talent has been so equally dispersed now that there's 2 teams that are way up here. But anyway, your point about that skinny red end becoming, the object of fear again. I think it's getting there little by little.
You're earning respect. Like people are starting to respect again. It's not the like, hey, that's a win. Hey, that's a win when they're looking at their schedule at the beginning of the year. They're starting to respect it a little bit more. Like, oh, we also have to go to Lincoln.
Hey, and going back to your point about the M, right? You hear about Biff saying, we're kicking the shit out of them, so who cares, right? And it was just like, oh my God, you hate to hear that because, they came in your house and it just felt like they didn't really respect you, right? And so, I think your point about seeing that M was like,
it's like that school bully that you run into later in life, and you're like, you're
PTSD.
Still, you still have like the PTSD from seeing that bully that you had in high school. I don't know. I never had a bully in high school, but like
you were the bully.
It seemed like that was kind of that scenario where it's like Michigan's that bully, and they just didn't handle it well. But back to Matt Rhule.
Yeah,
back to Matt Rhule.
Go on.
I still just don't think that the timing of the firing, right? I understand they lost 3 in a row. They lost to 2 teams they shouldn't have lost to, even though UCLA won again. So UCLA maybe isn't as bad as people thought. Just throwing it out there.
Nico might be okay.
Nico's a good quarterback. He got in there very late. So my thing is the timing of the firing is very odd to me, especially a guy who's been at that program for that long. Like even the Mike Gundy thing, like when they fire mid-season like that, I feel like you owe these guys to not fire them in the middle of the season. And you let them coach it out, even if it's like the last couple games or whatever. But I understand it's new age college football, and they got to get ahead of things. But if you're making that move, the only way to get ahead of things is to hire a guy that's not coaching right now. If Matt Rhule is your target, how are you going to get ahead of things? If Matt Rhule is coaching for another team, recruiting for another team.
So who's not coaching? Sorry, go. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
An incredibly hot take here. I think this is probably the best timing for Penn State to fire James Franklin. It is put you immediately at the front of the coaching carousel. Penn State's a great job. Nobody's denying that.
Yes.
Now, every coach knows after week 6, Penn State's open. So you have guys that maybe weren't considering leaving their jobs, looking at like, I might be able to move up in the rankings here. And you save some face with your fan base. I mean, like we're looking like if Nebraska, like, and again, this is pure hypothetical. If Nebraska was a top 2 team preseason and we were coming out of week 6 with their 3-3, yeah,
Indeed.
Would you not be furious? Would we not be talking about what the fuck do we do with this guy?
Hey,
what do we do?
That already.
Yeah.
In the past.
Yeah, we've done that.
For sure.
Yeah. Like, so I think Penn State puts themselves at the top of everybody's list. Like they know that big job is already open.
Right.
And you show to your fan base, like, we do care. And we're not going to sit here and just resign ourselves to this mediocrity, which I'm sorry. James Franklin, for a very long time, was a very, very good coach. He's not right now. He wasn't. And they showed their fan base that now was the time to act. And I think that's a sign of good faith to the Penn State fan base. I think this was the exact right time to fire him.
They wanted him gone for a couple of years. It's very Bo Pelini-esque. Like
Bo Pelini got screwed. I will not agree with that.
How is it any different?
I would not agree with that.
James Franklin's won more than Bo Pelini ever did at Nebraska.
But he carried a cat, though. He carried a cat.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I can't get behind the cat, man.
How do you fire that guy? He's so nice and warm-hearted.
Well,
He doesn't spit at refs.
He went to Youngstown State, so I was recruited by Bo Pelini.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
that's
I
awesome.
played against him at South Dakota State when he was at Youngstown State. He never changed, right?
Yeah.
I don't. Where's he at in the world?
No, just nothing. He's just chilling.
He had a podcast for a few weeks.
and then he got tired of that.
I think so. Yeah, it's hard work.
Everybody thinks they can start a podcast.
That's right.
And then guess what? After they figure out how much time and effort it takes to do a podcast, they stop doing it. Right? It's a lot of work to get all these cameras, these microphones in here. Come on.
Well, so now, before I make a point, I do want to throw it over to Kyle because you've been quiet. I don't know if you have anything you want to get off your chest. I feel like you're wasting away. If you don't, you don't.
I just Matt Rhule made it very clear that honestly, he didn't even want to take the Nebraska job when he first got offered. When he first started coming here, he had to visit with his wife and they had to see if the town was okay. And then he didn't want to uproot his family, right?
Yeah.
He told his son is basically the one that convinced him and said, "Dad, you need to take this job. You need to go to Nebraska. You need to coach football for Nebraska." And so he brings his son. He enrolls at Lincoln. He's got his 2 daughters that are looking for volleyball teams right now. You've got his wife opening a business, moves his parents to Nebraska. And so all of a sudden, you're in the midst of a good football season. And all of a sudden, now all the light is on you. And you're like, what do I say? Everybody kind of looked at that press conference today and they're like, well, he didn't completely shut it down. And what I'll tell everybody to that is at no point in my life have I ever just completely shut down a conversation before it's ever happened.
Yeah.
I want to hear what you have to offer. Doesn't matter who you are. And Matt Rhule touched on that today. He said, you think people were calling me last year? Sure. I'm sure there were people reaching out to him. You think people are reaching out to all of his players? He said that. Sure. They're talking to people. You never shut it down. It hadn't even been 24 hours before his press conference today. Do you think an actual offer came across or Pat called him and said, hey, we're going to give you this? No,
Maybe.
not yet. No, I'm telling you, it's way too fast for Pat, for Pat to be calling Matt Rhule and saying boys. Right. But it's not like he can just guarantee whatever he wants to his friend over the phone less than 24 hours from the time that you just fired your head coach. He's putting out fires here, talking to boosters, talking to the board, talking to all these people. And so for Matt Rhule to come out and just be like, yeah, no, absolutely not. It's not. It just wouldn't happen. It won't happen.
Kyle, I have a question for Kyle really quick.
Yeah.
On that exact point. And you brought up exactly what I wanted to talk about. His son was the one that kind of helped Matt Rhule come to Nebraska. His daughters are playing volleyball in Nebraska, which is the volleyball state.
Julie's in charge of them.
Julie, he did say that, he said in the conference that, Julie decides where we live. Do you think that the family aspect is a massive anchor, I guess not maybe anchor, but a massive factor in Matt Rhule's decision on whether he stays or leaves?
I think so. I definitely think so. Because, you have to think in 10 years, Matt Rhule has moved coaching jobs.
Quite a few times.
4 times. This is his 4th stop in 12 years or something like that.
Yeah. Right around.
That is just a ton to uproot your family, move them around. Hey, I think we're going to be here for a while, so let's open up a business. Hey, mom and dad, how about you guys come down to Nebraska? You guys stay around here. We can, get together, you guys with the kids, whatever. And then all of a sudden this opens up and he's like, guess what, guys? Pack your bags. We're close shop at the business. We're going back to Pennsylvania. Like,
Hey, Kyle.
I look, I know everybody also says like, oh yeah, money talks. It's like, Matt Rhule's going to be making $12.5 million by the time his contract is over.
I don't think money.
Money is not an issue.
Nah.
Right.
It's home.
It's home though.
It's like we cannot stress that enough. Okay. He went to high school there, not in Pennsylvania, not Pittsburgh. State college. He went to high school in State College, of all places in the universe. We talk about State College, Pennsylvania being this like. I know
it's like Lincoln, Nebraska.
Right.
It's a small college town.
Dare I say, podunk?
Yeah, small.
Listen, he went to high school there. I just don't, yes, it's a lot of moving for sure. And the wife opening up a business in Nebraska. Yeah, that again, you do all these things
now, mind
because
you're
betting on yourself.
If you're a multimillionaire, I'm sure you can probably run a business.
Exactly.
From another state.
Yeah, you could easily just close said business and move it to Pennsylvania. It's not that hard.
But here's the thing, right?
His family obviously lived there too.
Yes, so that is home to them.
Yeah, that's home to them too.
And here's the thing, like let's just say he goes to Penn State. He's gonna get fired because he's not winning enough. That's just what's gonna happen. I'm sorry.
You think if he went to Penn State, he wouldn't win?
Not to the extent that they want.
No, because it's natty or bust there.
Yeah, it's natty or bust.
You would have some time, right? And here's what we got to understand. Penn State every year produces first rounders.
Yeah.
They sure do.
They got lots of talent.
Year. Nebraska doesn't. Right?
Correct.
This is fair.
It doesn't like.
Does Matt Rhule in 12 years, does he produce first rounders every year?
At Nebraska?
Yeah.
Every year?
Yeah. So let's say
in the next 3, who do we got?
In the next 3 years?
I mean,
Dylan Raiola
Dylan could be a first round pick.
First rounder.
Right now, you say he's a first rounder?
If you go on intangibles, maybe, but you still got to prove it.
I hear a cricket in this room here.
Depending upon, maybe next year.
Answer this
Emma
question
Johnson could be.
Truthfully. Emma's my dog, but like first rounder as a running back is crazy.
Yeah, they don't draft running backs in the
like
first
it's
round.
just not gonna happen. Now, truthfully be real about this answer. And I don't have an opinion one way or another about it. I'm asking the people, whoever, will Matt Rhule, can he win a national championship at Nebraska?
Ever?
And how long?
No. Because I don't think Nebraska will ever again. Well, that's just my opinion.
So I would disagree with you there, but I think right now the benchmark for what Nebraska fans consider success isn't necessarily a national championship. It's going to be a playoff appearance. We get one playoff appearance. Even if you lose first round, that's success. I mean, that's big success. And then within the next couple of years, we need to move forward at least a round or two. Like we have to show that we're able to just move through this. I don't think national championship is a reasonable ask for a Nebraska fan right now.
Definitely
not.
No.
Is it at Penn State?
No.
I don't even
not where they're at.
I don't
think it hasn't been ever at Penn
I don't
State.
think it is, dude.
Their last natty was when?
Hold on.
82.
82.
But
give me a break.
State,
I'm sorry.
That's a longer drought than Nebraska. We have more wins than Penn State does as a program.
But hold on.
Sure.
So
I got
Penn
this
State
jacket from like 1990.
Yeah, well, hey, that's your fault.
That's
Mike's
when they was doing that.
Mike's is from recent.
But Penn State recently has been a playoff caliber team every single year.
I think Nebraska will be a playoff team, though.
Well, I'm not saying they couldn't be.
Everybody will make the playoff eventually.
What I'm saying is that I think where Matt Rhule's at Nebraska, and the progress he's making is incredibly reasonable. But if he took what he's got right now and what Penn State has right now, the expectations are going to be higher, and it could be very ugly because Nebraska's happy this year with an 8-win season or a 9-win season. Penn State, if you don't win 9, things are going to get ugly pretty quick.
Get booed off the field.
Next year, will it be that same thing, though? Will Nebraska next year right?
I don't think so.
Every year
You want to see progress.
Every year, this is what Nebraska does, though. Like that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
and like they see the progress, and then it's like, oh, it's just this is what they do. All the fans say, oh, this is just the same. We've seen this before. Oh, another 3-point loss. We've seen this before.
Yeah.
So to me, it's too much being stuck in this era.
Oh yeah,
right?
I agree with that.
We're in 2025. The 90s, I was born in the 90s, 96. So it's like, what are we talking about? That's
Right.
so long ago. It's irrelevant, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about 2025. Nebraska fans are ruthless because they're stuck there, right? And they have to be completely understanding that like this is good. Where we're at is phenomenal. 5-1 it's great.
Yeah.
3 years ago, you wouldn't have said that,
No.
right? You weren't looking for that. So next year, say he wins 8 or 9 this year, I think it'll be 10, right? I think next year, if he's not playoff top 10, the people are gonna be like, hey, what's going on, right? And that's because I've seen the curve with these folks and how Nebraska fans work.
I think it's the same anywhere you go, though. Like if you give any fan base a taste, right?
Exactly.
So watch Indiana. Let's watch Indiana. What happens next year if Kurt doesn't repeat after what he's done the last 2 years? Indiana, Kurt Cignetti will be in the hot seat if he wins 9 games, and Indiana's never been anything ever, right? Well, we're talking about 2 blue blood programs, and Nebraska fans, they have, believe it or not, they have lowered their expectations given of what has happened the last 10 years. So I would say the bar is so low. Matt Rhule has to win 7 games this year. If he goes 7-5, he made progress, and Nebraska fans are going to have to shut up and live with it, right? Like,
I'm with you.
I don't think they're happy though.
No, they wouldn't be.
I mean, but who's happy that they lose 5 games? Like, no, Matt Rhule's not happy if he loses 5 games, right? Nobody's happy.
What I want to talk about it, and you mentioned it in your comment, is 1-score games. And when we talk about 1-score games as a Husker fan base for the last 8 years,
Been a while.
that's been the boogeyman, right? We're used to losing those. But when you talk about moving in the right direction, I don't need to get, a 50-point win against Akron or a 50-point win against Houston, whatever they were.
Right.
I don't care about those. What I care about are games like Maryland. What I care about are games like Michigan State, where this team comes back and they fight and they get those close wins. Close losses are bullshit. Close wins are everything.
Yeah.
I'm glad you came around.
And
You didn't used to be like that.
when
We've had many a conversation, and
We've had
some
a
people
lot of
have
yelling matches.
Some people have stormed off set.
Because we give
that was years ago, and it wasn't.
We've had conversations
was
and
years
yelling
ago.
matches about linning. We've called it linning. Like
Linning.
when you almost win but you lose.
Yeah.
And some people were like, yeah, it's okay though. It was close. It was close that we almost beat Ohio State. It's progress.
Yeah.
But then we still end up, 4-8 or 3-9 or whatever. And it's like, yeah, you're the best 3-9 team ever. What do you want to fucking do about that? And
But
it's terrible.
Against both Michigan State and against Maryland, Matt Rhule proved that this team and this culture he's created,
They're resilient.
they're fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we're
And
not
they're not-
disputing that.
We're not,
going
nobody's
to-
disputing
No,
that.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's beautiful to see as a Nebraska fan.
Cincinnati as well.
Yeah, Cincinnati
might
as
go
well.
on to win the Big 12.
Yeah,
Like,
I can see that.
That's a very talented team.
Brent Sorsby, I believe, is he still ranked as one of the top PFF quarterbacks in the NCAA?
Brandon Sorsby. Yeah.
Brandon,
Yeah.
sorry,
Yeah.
not Brent.
Brendan.
Yeah, Brendan.
Okay,
I was close-ish.
now I do want to talk about recruiting a little bit because you had mentioned, Lincoln, Nebraska, not exactly the most, vacation-friendly spot that recruits want to go to, etc. Not that I'd even want that player anyway because they're too focused on girls in bikinis and such.
Same.
And
Instead of getting us to a playoff. But I think what you saw today with the Rhule, you got the bat signal. Okay. Batman puts out the bat, got the bat signal from Lieutenant Gordon. He put out the money bat signal to Warren Buffett. Buffett, come on.
pay me.
Buffett, I will kidnap your family, hold them for ransom.
Don't say that.
Yeah, this is definitely
Dang
public.
it.
Yeah, we're getting flagged. Also,
I know we're a
won't do
soft podcast. I forgot we are soft now. We have to censor ourselves.
No, we don't.
But you know what I mean. Buffett, pay up. We need money because Penn State will pony up.
How many times do I have to continue to remind people? Warren Buffett is not a Husker fan.
It sucks.
He's not a Husker
I
fan.
know.
He doesn't give a shit.
I know.
Hey,
but we need a Mark
Hear
Cuban.
me out. We've got Jim Pillen.
Oh, shit.
We've got Pete Ricketts. He's a billionaire. He's a Husker fan. Both one current governor and a former. You got a whole lot of money. You care about this state, yeah?
You know what?
The Ricketts family sponsors. They have ads in that stadium. Spend some more goddamn money.
That's what Rhule's saying.
That's what he's asking. He's not
No.
asking for Warren Buffett. He's asking for the current donors or the guys that have donated in the past that maybe aren't donating as much to pony up so that you can get a $30 to $40 million roster. And so that's what Jared is saying is
It don't matter that we're in Lincoln.
You said yourself, Mikey, that Matt Rhule is very good at talking and putting out a message and reading between the lines, right? I think if he wasn't doing the walk around and not, because I really want to go to Penn State thing, I think the thing that he was doing today was at least expressing his annoyance with the lack of budget for getting players and retaining talent, because we lost guys like Dante Dowdell. We've lost guys because we didn't have enough money to get them, or left tackles. We got outbid at the last second for some guys.
Couldn't get Charmar.
Yeah, couldn't get Charmar Brown. We couldn't get a backup running back because we didn't have enough money and Miami paid him a bag. Like,
who needs a backup running back?
you don't when you got EJ,
Not
you're fine,
Nebraska.
right?
Needs a backup running back. I think it's just important that no matter whether he was to leave or stay, his whole idea is to leave a place better than he found it.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, he's doing that. He's getting the state excited about football again. Right. Like, truthfully, the state, the fans feel like every game we go into, we actually have a chance to win.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree with that.
And he's got them into a place again. They're 5-1, right? After this weekend. I'll tell you right now, PJ Fleck is sitting in his office nervous about Friday night.
Oh, 100%.
He is. And in the past, he probably wouldn't have been, right? Like, he knows he's gonna get his ass kicked on Friday night.
You think so?
think so?
We're gonna go into that a little bit.
No question.
Yeah.
I don't think it's even gonna be close.
Do you think the team is
Really?
going to be focused with a short week coming off a road trip, and then with all this other drama going on? You think that they'll be able to focus and take care of business?
Coach Rhule is elite. When I say that, he creates chaos, right? He creates chaos so that people, his staff, his players can truly thrive when adversity hits. He does a phenomenal job of creating chaos. He enjoys it.
Okay.
Right? This is nothing to them, right? It's there, but at the end of the day, they're thinking about, we're 5-1 right now. Like, whatever he does is whatever he does. Right now, I have to go beat Minnesota. And let me tell you, do you guys watch yesterday's games? Dowdo, right? He told the Cowboys, you better buckle up.
Rico.
Right? Except Rico.
Yeah.
He said, buckle up.
Mm.
And then after the game, he said they didn't buckle up. What do you think Emmett Johnson's thinking going back home to the school that didn't recruit him?
Yeah. Mr.
Buckle
Minnesota
up.
didn't
Come on.
recruit him.
Like, he's going to spaz. He's going to go absolutely crazy out there. It's going to be a Dowdo. It's going to be a Rico type of game.
I
right?
love that.
I'm telling you right now,
Hey, man.
it'll be 14 points.
So, Mikey, you mentioned, and I love what you just said, that Matt Rhule kind of wants to create chaos. So when real chaos comes, it just feels like normal.
It's easy.
So, again, coming off a road game, going into a road game, with the Penn State stuff, if you're Matt Rhule, what are you saying to your team right now to just say, like, it's chaos, like, let's keep going? Like, what do you think Matt Rhule is talking to this team about right now? Is it just business as usual, or is he, like, trying to calm them down a little bit?
I mean, there's nothing really he's going to say to calm them down. Hey, I'm here. I'm in Nebraska, right? Let's do this thing. No, he's telling them, we got a job to do. It doesn't matter. We have a job to do. Friday night's going to come and go. Did we do our job? Right? Like, the goal, the main thing is always got to be the main thing. Win the game. That's it. You win the game on Friday night by winning recovery on Sunday, practice on Monday, practice on Tuesday, walk through Wednesday, Thursday, right? If he's not even thinking about Friday yet because he's so focused on, did we win today? Did we win recovery today? Right? Tomorrow when we go to practice, did we win the day at practice? He doesn't even care about Friday night yet. He's such a product of He's a creature of habit, and he's bought into the process, right? If we have a great week of practice, that's a win, right? Because he knows that'll translate into the game. So he knows we have to win Monday. Okay, Monday came and went. Did we win Tuesday? How did we win Tuesday? Were all my guys in their classes, right? Am I getting any type of information from a professor, from somebody outside of the building? Did anyone get in trouble, right? Did we win the day? And then you stack them. And now the people, the team, the players, the staff has bought into the process. And that's why Rhule's a builder. When we first came in, the culture was not that. Scott, there you go. Didn't have that.
He caught on quick.
Yeah, he caught on very quick.
They didn't have that. And so when you have it, it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks. The reason it took some time for them to get into this place is because there were still some old dogs left, right? They had that mindset of like, hey, this is how we do things. They were at lifting, not even with shirts on back in the old regime, right? That's crazy. This is a power forward program, and we're at workouts without even having a shirt on. That's wild. There is no standard, right? There is a standard that's set, and the standard is, did I win today? And they bought in.
Hey, as we lead up to this game against Minnesota, at Minnesota, you've been in locker rooms, NFL locker rooms at the highest level. What if you tell me if this would work on you, okay? If I'm Coach Rhule and I say this to you, yeah, there's a lot of talk going on, but you know why they're talking? Because we're good. So show them, right? They wouldn't be talking about us if we were 500, under 500, because we're good. So show the world, man. Keep going.
Yeah.
Right? It's just kind of instilling that, yes, you are here. Yes, you're ranked. And we don't need to say that out loud, because usually when we become ranked, we lose. That's why it's difficult to become ranked, because a lot of people hate ranking us. But it's just, you are here for a reason. It's because you're freaking good enough. And I think teams in the past, they haven't had that, instilled in them. And like what you're saying is, we are seeing that positivity, that confidence. We're good.
Yeah. Again, I was at South Dakota State, right? What they do at South Dakota State, we win and the coaches move on, right? We just had a coach that was there. He won the national championship. He went to Washington State after 2 seasons.
So yeah,
we understand that, right? We understand we're going to win, and we understand they're going to poach our coaches because we win.
Right.
This is just a higher magnitude of it. It doesn't matter. Like you said, people have called them before and they'll call them again. It is what it is. Like, that's the name of the game, right? Like, if they weren't calling him, that would be your problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they are. So, like, let's not make it bigger than it is. He's getting calls. He'll continue to get calls. And guess what? If they win the national championship, everybody's going to call him and they're going to offer him whatever he wants, right?
Yeah.
It just does. Like, that's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Dabo Swinney has been probably getting calls for years. Leave Clemson. Nah, I'm cool where I'm at, right? Like, so it just, everyone's different, and everyone, whatever motivates you is different to everybody. But that's for people to be nervous about him getting calls. It's just, I have a hot wife. Right? People look at her.
Congratulations. Must be nice.
People look at her. They should. She's beautiful, right?
Good.
So it's like,
there you go.
If they weren't, I'd be like, well, man, dang, I don't got a hot wife. Like, no, but she's bad. And so it's like, I've accepted, it just is what it is.
Hey, what does your NIL program look like?
You know what I'm saying?
You don't need Buffett, man.
Yeah. You got that NIL in house.
I'm like really tempted, because Mikey threw the question out, will Rhule take the job? And I almost want to ask everybody, does Rhule want the job? And and you have a special insight, so I wouldn't force you to say an answer. But I think if Rhule could have his druthers, just like without all the extra horse shit, I think he would want the job.
You think he would?
I think that's his holy grail, I think.
Can I respectfully disagree?
That's fine. Please do.
I think Carolina obviously is what I would believe to be Matt Rhule's only head coaching failure. But Matt Rhule came off of Carolina and came into, what do we call Nebraska? A fishbowl.
Indeed.
A fishbowl where the entire state is watching you at all times.
Mm-hmm.
And he has accepted and embraced and promoted the culture here in Nebraska.
100.
Do you think that he would have gone through what he's gone through, doing all of this just to go into another fishbowl that I would argue at this current moment is frankly in a worse place.
I don't.
Listen,
It's not a worse place. You're really
your recency bias
yeah.
is
It's
crazy.
bad.
But okay, hold on. No. But so
They were good. They were pretty good last season.
They were
No,
really good.
But again,
You know, I hear it.
I'm not talking about last season. James Franklin wasn't fired last season. He
True.
was fired this year
This is true.
due to, let's be honest, sort of incompetence.
He almost beat Oregon. Like he went to overtime with Oregon, which is
Mike,
a top 5 team.
did we not
just
talk
lost, but-
about Linning just a few minutes ago?
I understand that. I'm just saying.
Again, going into Penn State, that is a fishbowl at least at the same magnitude of Nebraska. At least
Yeah.
It's
at the same.
It's not the same magnitude because it's not
I-
the only show in town. Pennsylvania has multiple professional sports teams.
But you're also looking at a college program that is expecting to be a playoff team every single year.
Indeed.
Nebraska, when Matt Rhule came here, was not expecting that. What we were expecting was, dear God, give us a bowl game. I think Matt Rhule understands that Penn State, the magnifying glass gets even sharper.
Hey,
Like you're really in on
That's
him.
why I threw a very important caveat. If he could just like get rid of all the BS, I just think that's his thing is Penn State.
I could see it.
And look,
Okay.
we said,
I think you're about to say something.
Oh, go ahead.
well, when he was first hired here, that was one of the first things we ever talked about was what if Penn State opens up?
Mhm.
We talked about that straight off. And we were expecting, or I should say, I was of the belief that, look, if he is here for 3 or 4 years and he gets us to a good place and he leaves for Penn State or whatever, I would be fine with that. So I will not be like, what? You went to Penn State? Be like, no, I think we're in a good place. He left us better than he found it. Go follow your dream, Coach Rhule, if you need to.
KB, what was your thought?
Yeah, I mean the alma mater conversation is always
Heart
Now,
strings.
Mikey, you just talked about what you guys took over and how that worked out for Scott and his alma mater. Trent Bray out at Oregon State this
Yeah,
week,
yeah.
fired his alma mater.
True.
Didn't go well.
Nope.
They said, get out.
Go on,
Mike
Mike.
Gundy.
Mike Gundy.
Yeah.
But he was there
Gone.
for like 30
But
years.
he was
he was
there
there a
for-
long time.
He was there for a long time.
And it worked out pretty good for him.
But Connor, you had asked the question, like, how does like family add into this, like as to why he might stay? He talked about it today. He said something to the effect of like, me watching James Franklin and his family walking out of the stadium and people screaming stuff at his children and at him and him like telling his kids to walk forward of him so they don't get hit by a projectile coming at him.
Brutal.
Mike, you've got season tickets. How many times have you ever heard the crowd screaming "Fire Riley" or "Fire Scott Frost"? How many times?
It's less
I
than,
mean-
or it's more than 0.
I mean, look, after Georgia Southern, people were quiet.
Okay.
You
I
know?
don't. The fans were
Seriously.
booed
Really
Scott, and they booed Mike Riley,
Mhm.
but nobody would. There wasn't chance to
Like
fire. him.
like when things started getting bad, the stadium didn't turn
No,
on him, viciously turn on him,
Exactly.
right?
Not like that.
no,
not
not
like that at
physically.
all.
Definitely not physically. like
So
that.
what I'm saying is Matt Rhule is in a place. He has brought his entire family here.
Mhm.
They've put roots down. The fan base loves him. He talked about like the one instance of him getting a rude comment was from like a 15-year-old kid asking him what happened at Michigan. Like, I just don't see it. He is walking into a place that fires their head coach after 2 college football playoff wins and a play away from a national championship appearance and 3 games in this 3-game losing streak, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
against really bad teams. They're like, hey, we don't care what you've done the last 12 years. You're gone.
Yeah.
I just don't see him walking in there and playing that gamble with his family. I just
Yeah.
don't.
Maybe, hey, I'll admit, maybe my premise is really stupid. But again, I just think he would love to be there.
yeah. Okay. You asked the
That's
question.
just me. That's just what I think.
Do you think Matt Rhule would want the job?
I do.
If he was offered it.
I do.
I think Matt Rhule would want the job if he was offered it. I personally don't think he will get offered the job because I don't think his resume is what they're looking for. Now, I know, Mikey, you said you think he's elite, and you've played for him and coached with him. So you would obviously know, being in other locker rooms and being around other coaches. But I just think, like, the numbers are the numbers sometimes. And
the numbers don't lie.
And here's the thing, too. I understand, like, with the places he took over, like the top 25 thing, right? How many of those games was he favored to win? Like, he was the underdog in those games. Like, he was supposed to lose those games, right? He took over bad programs, bad situations, especially Baylor. And in Carolina, like they didn't give nothing. Like Carolina,
you can't really talk about the NFL.
Yeah, it's not the same.
It's just complete. Like,
it's not the same.
Several great coaches go to the NFL and get washed,
or go the other way.
Exactly.
Look at Bill Belichick. Holy shit!
So you can't compare. That's like apples to oranges, there, right?
Yeah.
Like, so to me, I just kind of cast that one out.
Yeah,
right?
you should.
I just base it off of what has he done in college with the teams that he's had. He's never been at a school like Nebraska before. Baylor was god awful. He turned them into something, right? Like,
yeah.
Temple, same thing. Nebraska, same thing. They were awful. Like they were not good when we got here. Just
no.
And so he just finds a way to win. Now, if he stays at any of those programs longer than he did, the Baylor's winning the Big 12, right? They're going to continue to win the Big 12. Right, they're just going. Now they had their sanctions and random other things that came out, right? That kind of deployed that, but he wins. Like, it takes him some time. He's not a quick Kirk Signetti type of turnaround.
No,
he's not that, right? And he said that from the jump. He said since he got the job, year 3, watch. Now,
we're watching
so far.
It looks pretty good so far.
Like, what he said has come to pass.
Yeah.
And so it'll continue to be that way if he sticks around. I got a question, though. Outside of that, say he does take it, right? Say he left.
Yeah.
Who takes over here?
See, that's a good question. Does it automatically go to, like, Dana Holgorsen? Like,
Okay.
Would Dana be one of the top targets, or does Nebraska do a national search and handle? I feel Troy Dana would have to do a national search. He would have to.
I already feel really weird talking about this at length because Matt Rhule has not left. Yeah, right. Like I already feel weird about, like, this whole conversation about Matt Rhule leaving for Penn State because
Matt Rhule hasn't left.
Yeah, he hasn't. And then on top of that, then talking about, well, who replaces him? It's like, whoa, come on.
Okay, but throw out your
this
throw
is
your
fun.
name out. This is fairy tale land. This is imagination.
I have a weird take here. Dana Holgorsen, I feel like, has made it abundantly clear he doesn't want to be a head coach.
No.
He
Dude,
doesn't.
we would flip our shit if he became head coach.
So
We all have to give one or two names we're thinking of.
do we go give a little tippy tap over here to Mike Eckler?
No.
Yeah,
So-
I don't know.
Interview him. You might interview him.
Yeah,
Big
but,
time
like,
programs and big time
I
hires.
don't know. But so as I get into that, my question is, like, Matt Rhule is a rebuild specialist. Again, we talk about Temple, we talk about Baylor, we talk about Nebraska.
Damn right.
So Penn State, if they're interested in Matt Rhule, do they feel like they're in a rebuild era, or do they feel like they're still national championship contenders? Because I feel like if you're bringing Matt Rhule in, like, he's going to change the culture, as he's done at every single program he has, including the Panthers. I don't think that's, like, first year for Matt Rhule, like Penn State's the Penn State we've known for the last 8 to 10 years.
Connor. If Rhule leaves for Penn State and they're not in the playoff the first year, people will boo him.
Yeah,
and his family.
That's what I'm saying. Is,
because, like, when he's
Penn
taking
State has to understand what they're going to get, because, like, the entire culture is going to shift.
I think
not necessarily.
The fans know exactly what they're getting, and they don't like that picture. It's all over the place. The fans do not like the picture of going from James Franklin, who has his win-loss record against ranked teams, and the win-loss record against ranked teams for Matt Rhule. You bring him over, and the Penn State fans, I'm telling you right now, they're already looking at that as a lateral move. They're already looking at it as a lateral hire. It's not
Yeah.
like oh my God, yeah, we just landed a national championship contender. They're going to be looking at the win-loss record against ranked teams. That's all they're going to look at because that's exactly what they just got rid of. It doesn't. I know there's like these little stipulations about where he coached, the teams that he had, the scandal at Baylor. Like I understand all of that, but at the bottom line, the same thing that happened when we hired Mike Riley. Everybody just Googled the dude, looked at his record, and said, "What are we doing?"
500 coach.
That was a crazy hire.
That was a crazy.
That was a
hire.
crazy
And
hire.
which is why I'm saying like you had to Google it. Who the hell is Mike Riley? You look at it, he's a 500 coach, and you're like, "What are we doing?" That is exactly what Penn State fans are doing right now.
I was in a class at the University of Nebraska. I was in history of sports. We were covering Nebraska football at the time. We were doing the Husker Century for Husker football.
Yeah.
And that's when the Mike Riley hiring was announced. And our professor stood up on his stage, said, "Who knows who Mike Riley is?" And I looked around and I saw 0 hands go up. And he said, "That's your new head coach."
That's just a bad
And then
AD, though.
I
guys.
saw immediately
Shut eye cool.
every phone in the room come out of pockets and Google opened up. Like that was not great. But for Penn State, I'm going to Mike's going to call me an idiot. I have a sleeper for that job.
Go ahead.
It's Lincoln Riley. Lincoln Riley is a sleeper for that Penn State
You
job.
think, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Like,
Not a
I don't-
crazy take.
it's not a crazy take.
No.
He got things going in Oklahoma and has jumped ship right before the SEC. So it doesn't really surprise me. But to answer your question, Mikey, like my short list,
Here we go, Kyle.
Here we go.
Hey,
Sorry, Kyle, it's happening.
Big Herb, you got to go after Urban.
Jesus Christ.
You got to make the call.
Have to.
You got to make the call. Nebraska is, in my opinion, especially the way Matt Rhule is setting it up right now, it's a big time program, and big time programs make big time hires. So you will swing for the fences on everybody because you should, and then you figure out where you go. I don't know. My choice would probably be somebody like that, or like a Lane Train, or what's
Lane
his name?
Kiffin ain't leaving.
I wouldn't. I don't think so.
Lane Kiffin ain't leaving.
Dillingham, or
From Arizona State?
yeah, Dillingham.
Kenny?
Is he ready for this type of?
Oh hell yeah!
move?
I love
No,
him.
I don't think so.
no.
I think
I think he's a phenomenal coach. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong. I think he's great, but is he ready for Nebraska football in the Big Ten? I don't necessarily think so.
I don't know. Cam Scott ain't walking through that door, so maybe not. I don't know. That'd be my short list.
I don't even think Dabo's ready for this type of. Right? Like
No, the ACC is nothing compared to what he's walking into.
that's what I'm saying. And
Yeah.
yeah, he's a national champion and he's done great. But like, my only fear too with Urban Meyer is he ready for the new era of football?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like these guys are so stuck in what was, they don't know how to adapt to what is. Dabo being one of them.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
for whatever reason, he's just refusing. Like, you're gonna lose.
Urban's always
Yeah.
been paying guys though, so I don't think it really would make
Yeah.
much of a difference.
But
man.
like Saban, it's not even.
Yeah, it's not even anymore.
So it's not the same. It's like everyone can come pay your players to leave, right? Like he hasn't dealt with that necessarily before.
yeah,
So I got one more hot take.
Jeez.
And I don't believe this coach has seen, in my opinion, just absurd failure for the last 2 years. But I don't believe it's necessarily his fault as a head coach. Luke Fickell.
What about Luke
hell
Fickell?
no.
What about
Excuse
him?
me?
Luke Fickell.
Go on.
now
please.
you said I would call you an idiot for
Yeah.
the Lincoln
That's-
rally.
that's
That's
the
the
idiot
dumbest
one.
thing that came out of your mouth tonight.
Luke Fickell can run a rushing offense. What is Penn State known for?
No,
Oh, you're talking about to get the Penn State job, not
yeah, that's
Yo,
dumb,
not
dumb,
here. No,
dumb,
God, no.
dumb,
I don't want him
dumb,
at
dumb.
Nebraska.
Still a dumb.
But Penn State
dumb.
will take him.
Nah.
I think Luke Fickell
Nah.
can run a rushing offense.
Put the
I think
camera on me.
I think he's
Is it?
been nuked by his OC.
Oh,
I think he's been nuked by his OC. They wanted to go into an
No.
air raid, and that's not what Wisconsin
No.
football's about.
Is the
No.
camera on me?
Do it. Tell me I'm an idiot.
He's not even going to say anything. It's a dumb take.
What are we
Okay,
doing?
Let's
What
go
are we
around
doing?
the table, guys.
Luke Fickell, you cannot touch that guy with a 10-foot pole right now.
Yes.
No.
Like, I'm
he's
sorry.
back.
You see his press conferences, and I get it. Wisconsin's
Dead man
going
walking.
through. What?
Luke
Dumb.
Fickell,
What are we doing here?
Luke Fickell is a good head coach. I
Dumb.
think he's been nuked by his OC.
Dumb. That's a perfect transition to Minnesota. Okay, guys, let's go around the table. Let's talk a little bit about Minnesota. What to
What about our
expect?
short list? What about Kyle's short list?
I mean, we can.
I have one.
Yeah.
My shortest list is Matt Rhule, the most serious head coach in the country, and someone that I think would put us on a trajectory for success. I'm talking Coach Prime Deion Sanders.
Is the camera on me?
Never.
Well, hold on. You posed the question. It's only right for you to.
Yeah, who would your short list
What do
be?
you got?
If your boy Rhule ain't here, who would you want?
Yeah, I definitely got to make a call to Urban Meyer. Like, I have to make the call and see if I can get him out. He loves talking about Nebraska football.
Loves Nebraska.
Anyway, right? So, like, I have to make the call. Whether he entertains it or actually wants to get back into it, I don't know, but I'm still making the call. And then if we're talking about teams, like, I might as well just go get James Franklin.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
James
just
Franklin.
swap him.
Yeah,
For Nebraska?
Like, why wouldn't I?
yeah.
Right.
Why would I
Listen,
not?
he
knows
it's
how to
right
win.
there.
He's been in the Big Ten. He knows what it takes to win here. Why would I not call him? You know what I mean? He's a big hire. You need a hit.
Yeah. And he's a program builder too. So like,
But that's the thing. He doesn't even have to build it.
yeah, it's already built.
Yeah.
Thanks,
If I'm
Coach Rhule.
talking a short list for Nebraska, my first, and again, I know these are like I'm swinging for the fence. First guy I call is Dan Lanning. Second guy I call is Kurt Signetti.
You guys,
Like,
here's your
again,
problem.
Big boys, big hires.
Here's the problem.
Like if I'm not swinging
No.
for the fence, then like I know like I'm just not capable of hitting that home run.
Michael,
Like I have to go swing for that fence.
Big boy program, make big boy higher.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's what I. Yeah,
We're not.
I'm with him.
we're not.
No, but
You know why? Do you know
I
why?
have to
Why?
present myself like I'm a big boy. If I don't, then I'm nothing.
Right.
Connor,
I'm going to make
you
the
are
Connor,
call.
Connor, you're not a big
you
boy.
are a big boy.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and just
Yeah,
kinda
sorry.
transition out of this.
I got
Yes.
excited.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we'll just railroad my point, but that's fine.
No,
No,
sorry.
it's
What was
okay.
your point?
Well, are we as big boy as we think? When you have Matt Rhule sending the money bat signal out, going, "I need money." Are we gonna fork over $30 million to $40 million for a roster? That's what it takes. Indiana is doing that.
I think they'll do it. And I think Troy Dannon will get whatever money needs to happen for
Okay.
Matt Rhule to be happy.
All right.
And here's the thing. People are like, oh, Matt Rhule needs more money in his pocket. He don't care about money in his pocket.
It's not his pocket.
It's not his pocket. He's worried about getting enough money
Yeah.
to have the success he wants to have in Nebraska.
You think Urban Meyer would come here if we're like, yeah, we'll have, 10 million for you for your roster?
No.
He's gonna be like, "Pfft, I don't want to recruit. I want to pay guys, right? I need guys to come to Lincoln. Here's the money. Show me the money. That's what he's gonna want.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Emmett Johnson revenge game. Do you have a score prediction in mind off top?
You said by 14. So
I did.
what do you
Like 28-14,
28-14, so kind of low scoring.
maybe 35. We might I don't think it's going to be close, bro. I really don't. Minnesota's bad at football.
Okay.
I like that.
They're bad. Like every time I turn them on, I get pissed off.
I mean, you were just living in Minneapolis, so you kind of know a little bit about the Gopher ball, right?
Yeah, I know, and I just don't think it's a good team. I really, really don't. Not for any reason other than the fact that I just don't think they're good at football. They're weak all around to me. I think they have a phenomenal running back and Darius Taylor, but other than that, they have this Coy Perch character who they're going to label as the next Travis Hunter or whatever. Okay, like what are we talking about?
Yeah, the white Travis Hunter.
Yeah, whatever we're doing there.
Yeah.
Like, no, they're gonna get rolled. I mean, they were in a dogfight with Purdue the other day. Barely got out alive on that one.
Yeah,
I
it took
don't
like a
think
pick
Purdue-
six and
Yeah.
a comeback win.
Yeah, I don't think Purdue's great. Like, I think Maryland's a very good team. I think they're highly under. They were just in a dogfight with Washington the week before, and I think Washington's still elite, right? Like Maryland's a good football team. I also don't think that Minnesota has any wins that matter this season. I don't think they've played anybody that was worth anything truthfully. Right. And so we've been battle tested already up into this point with Cincinnati, who, like I said, I think they'll be legitimate contenders for the Big 12 this year. Then I think Michigan State's actually decent, but Michigan, obviously, we lost to them, but still a battle test. And then, of course, just this last week in Maryland. So I don't think it'll be close. I'm going to say a minimum 10 points, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's 14.
Okay, now I need to ask for a specific score because when I make the clip, I'm going to have the numbers pop up when you say them. So if you could come up with one, just to make my job a little easier.
Give me like 31-17.
31-17.
I like that. Mike, what do you got? You got one?
Okay. Going to the season predictions, I said that PJ Fleck is our daddy and he will beat us. But you know what? This is a different year. I didn't think this team was resilient as they are. This team is mentally tough. The culture is right here at Nebraska. And I really like what you said earlier about, like it's business as usual. We got a job to do. And I do think this team will be focused. I was a little nervous about it, and you kind of cleared that up for me. So I'm gonna say Nebraska wins the game 28-13. I think it'll be sleepy start.
Okay.
All right, so you guys know I love Vegas.
What's your next hot take?
I don't think this is really a hot take.
Luke Fickell will coach the game.
I do love Vegas. So home team always gets 3 points.
Yes.
As of this moment, Vegas has this game favored. Nebraska 7.5.
Oh, it's up to 7.5 now?
7.5.
Damn, it opened at 5.5. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right here.
So 10-point favorites virtually.
Yeah, pretty close. I think the Sharps are going to come in on Thursday, and we're going to see this thing get bet up. I have Nebraska 35, Minnesota 17.
I like it.
35-17.
I think it'll be close.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Okay.
Kyle Byers, what do you got over there?
KB, what you got?
I'm gonna make it quick. I just think I predicted this as a loss at the beginning of the year with my pucker factor. I'm just gonna say let's go. I'm gonna go with the same score I had last week, which was 31-21, Nebraska.
Okay, so you flipped as well.
Yep.
So far, everybody, we all predicted Minnesota to beat Nebraska at the beginning of the year, except for Jared. Jared, what is your season prediction?
Yeah, man. Going into the season at Minnesota was the cute Nebraska loss pick, right? And there's something about the way I was feeling that day. That's all the logic I had. Was I just feel like this will be a win. Emmett Johnson is going to continue his all conference level play. I have heard that Minnesota's offensive line is like almost as in flux as ours. Like they have a lot of combinations. They can't find consistent guys. I don't think this is the typical Fleck team. And I think Desan McCullough and Williams Winery are going to cause havoc. They've been killers.
They've been good.
They've been killers.
Yeah.
Dogs.
No, above.
Yeah.
They're on the killer level. Winery's been putting a lot of pressure on guys. Okay? And McCullough's
He's always been
the Slim Reaper. He calls himself the Slim Reaper. And he's been showing it. I'm going to say Nebraska 30, Minnesota 16.
Oh,
okay.
Something kind of weird.
Yeah, it's a
You
very
always
weird
pick the
number.
weird ones.
Kind of goofy.
Yeah.
Can we get Scoregami on here to just check and see if this score's ever happened
Yeah,
before?
I'm sure it has.
It has.
I don't know off the top.
30 to 16?
30 to
That's like a weird
16.
one.
I feel like it's
I
not that
just
weird.
don't think it's going to be close, man. I really don't. I think they continue to. I think if anything, this motivates them, right? Like let's go out here and dominate these fools. They don't deserve to be on the same field as us, even though it's their home field. Like I don't respect them. We shouldn't respect them. I don't care. Like yeah, you're always supposed to respect your opponents. I don't think they're good. I just don't.
Okay.
Fleck's been saying a lot of good things about us. He did it during Big Ten Media Days.
Did it today. Yeah.
He's been buttering us up.
You know why he does that though? You know why coaches do that? It's to set himself up so that when they lose, they'll be like, "Oh, I told you they were a good team."
Right.
yeah.
Like, I've been talking about them.
And then if they win, it's like, yeah, we beat a really good team.
So,
you ain't slick.
Mikey, I got a question for you. Through your career, like at South Dakota State, Carolina, whatever, when you went into games with the attitude of, I have to respect my opponent, or I don't have to, like, you don't deserve to be on the same field. Like, how did you feel like you played? Did you play a little bit more conservative when you felt like you had to respect them? Did you kind of go a little bit more loose when you're like, you don't deserve to be out here with me? Like, how did you feel?
I actually was more loose in bigger games. Like when we played North Dakota State, I was way more loose, free. Like I'm just like, I'm gonna go out here and do what we got. It's fun, right? That's this game for them, right? This is considered a big game. They haven't beaten them in a while.
5 years in a row.
Yeah, exactly. They feel that, and again, Emmett Johnson feels that, and I'm gonna keep saying that right now because right now he's literally 8th in the nation, 2nd in the Big Ten. He's been about this. They overlooked him, and that goes a long way. It really does, right? And so I think they're going to go out there. They're going to be free. They just came off of a big win. They understand now what it takes to win close games and win big games. But again, I'm still staying on the fact that it's not close.
Okay.
I
love that.
I
love that.
You call them fools.
That's what they are to me. I really do. I don't believe in them in any way, shape, or form.
They are the goofers.
Yeah.
Goofers. Goofy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Point of the show. This is where you can kind of tell the listeners about yourself, what you do, where they can find you, where they can follow you on social media, all those things.
Gotcha. Yeah. So, like I said, I had played for South Dakota State, and then I started in Atlanta under Dan Quinn. Absolutely love him, man. So excited to see what he continues to do in Washington with the Commanders. And then went cross divisional to Carolina, finished up my career in the USFL. And so that was a cool experience. Pittsburgh Maulers there. We were horrible, but it was like, it was fun, right? I'm getting paid to go play a football game for 3 hours, like whatever. We have barely any meetings,
Nice.
It was kind of like I was chilling, right? So that was cool.
Maybe that's why you guys are so bad.
Yeah, probably. I mean, that's just, again, I didn't really care too much. It was a cool experience. And then it was on staff for Coach Rhule, did some player development stuff with the Nebraska team. And so now, like, I work with the sports agency. Yeah, that's like something that's fresh, something I'm just moving into, helping guys that, with their NIL and marketing and stuff like that. I think it's big, right? Like, dollars get thrown at these kids at a high rate now. And so it's like in the NFL, if you give a 25-year-old $1 million, they're like, whoa, what do I do with this? Right. Let alone at 18.
Right.
Right.
You're a baby at 18. Like, you're just trying to figure out what day it is still. You know what I mean? And so I think that's imperative to have the mentorship, the guidance, someone who's been there, who's walked in those shoes and understands, like, hey, let's keep the main thing, like I say. So yeah, like I still have a good relationship with a lot of those guys on the football team at Nebraska. I will tell you right now, there's a sleeper at Nebraska. His name is Demetrius Bell.
Sure.
To me, he's like one of the best I've ever seen. And like, he's 1A when he's back.
Okay.
1A. I would watch him embarrass the scout team or the number one defense every day. Injury has plagued him, but he's a dog. Like, when he comes back, and I thought he was going to be back from the Michigan State, that ended up falling through, whatever, but he's like that. So just keep an eye on that for Nebraska fans moving forward. He's like that. Always been big on Emmett Johnson. I think this team is special. I really do.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, 5-1 so far, so good, baby. Okay. Anything else?
I have one question. Can I buy one of your USFL jerseys so we can hang it on this wall? How do I do that?
I only have one of them. That would be sick, though.
Yeah.
We could probably find one somewhere for sure.
I'm gonna have to start looking.
I'm sure I can order from China. I can order one.
You can always find something, right?
Yes, made in a sweatshop, Mike. Thanks.
Where do you think that one was made?
Listen, all of our clothes. You don't even want to look at your tags. It's disturbing. NBNRpodcast.com. The same handle everywhere: Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, all that stuff. Just Google us. We are at the level of Signetti, aren't we, Kyle?
Yeah.
There you go.
Or Coach Prime.
Yo, get off that, dude. Come on.
Hey, he just beat Iowa State.
Yeah, that's crazy too.
God, Matt Campbell.
Yeah,
on the short list, maybe.
Allegedly.
Anyway. I am one of your hosts, Jared Hall,
Mike Delaware,
Connor Kavalak,
Kyle Byers,
and Mikey Daniel.
As always, beat Minnesota and GBR.